Hey guys, my name is Modi and you are welcome back to Modi Speaks. So by now, I'm sure you must have heard about the attempted terror attack that took place in New York City outside of Zohran Mamdani's house, which was carried out by two Muslims. And yes, I'm not going to refer to them by the way mainstream media refers to them by calling them jihadists or radical Islamists, okay? No, I'm not going to refer to them like that. I'm going to call them what they are. They are Muslims, and the ideology that led them to this attempted terrorist attack is firmly rooted in Islam. Not radical Islam, not ISIS, but Islam. I also want to speculate that you must have heard what your beloved Muslim mayor, Zohran Mamdani, had to say about this whole incident. But if you have not, guys, I am going to give you a little bit of a rundown of the story while including his response to this particular attack. So we have this guy by the name of Jake Lang, okay, whom I consider to be sometimes over the top with his approach. I don't doubt that this particular guy, Jake Lang, understands the dangers of Islam and the societal destruction that comes with allowing Islamism take over your society, like we see happening in parts of America with the loud, ear-piercing calls to prayer and things like that. So yes, I don't doubt that this guy understands the dangers of this cancer called Islam, but I also think that he is more of an attention seeker, an attention-seeking sensationalist than a patriotic conservative. To me, his approach is very counterproductive because if you want to tackle a cancerous ideology like Islam, you have to be more rational than sensational. So this guy staged a protest, or he organized a protest outside of the Muslim mayor's building. The protest was demanding an end to the Islamic takeover of New York City. Stop the New York City public Muslim prayers. That was what they wrote on, their placards. And I honestly cannot say that I disagree with him this time because, we all see what is happening across America. Now, a bunch of liberals quickly rallied around to form a counter-protest. And before you know what was happening, the whole thing became a shouting match. And that was when two peaceful Muslims by the name of Emir Balat and Ibrahim Kayumi, who were part of the liberal group of counter-protesters, started shouting Allahu Akbar while simultaneously demonstrating how not so peaceful their Allahu wants them to be. Watch.
We were born and raised in New York, and we want everyone here to stay in New York. You don't get to come from outside and then tell everyone else. We were born and raised in New York, and we want everyone here to stay in New York. You don't get to come from outside and then tell everyone else.
Thank God the bomb did not detonate. Thank God the terrorists did not achieve the mass murder they were hoping for. Thank God the bomb fizzled out and nobody was hurt. But if they had detonated, we would be mourning dozens of Americans shredded by shrapnel. Now I'm getting somewhere, but first of all, let's check out how your Muslim mayor reacted to this incident.
This was a vile protest rooted in white supremacy entitled Stop the Islamic Takeover of New York City. I'm the first Muslim mayor of our city. Anti-Muslim bigotry is nothing new to me, nor is it anything new for the 1 million or so Muslim New Yorkers who know this city as our home.
Yes, he went off on a tangent, rambling on about how this is a vile protest rooted in white supremacy. He blamed white supremacy. Mamdani twisted the knife into the victim's chest. Now, I can't say that I am surprised by his hypocrisy and his bigotry. He is a Muslim and a big con artist. If you are confused about his con artistry, I would just advise you to go check out my previous videos on Zohran Mamdani con artist. Then guys, you are going to understand what I mean. So I am not surprised, like I said, but what actually shocked me in all of this is what I'm gonna show you guys in just a minute, and that is exactly why I decided to make this video. Now, when you see a bunch of chickens advocating for the existence of KFC, what goes through your mind? When you see a bunch of goats and sheep left vulnerable out in the open shed, but they are advocating for the release of the wolves, What goes through your mind when you see a bunch of women advocating for the preservation or the continuation of Sharia law? What exactly goes through your mind? Does suicidal empathy ever cross your mind, or the fact that these guys are just useful idiots? Well, whatever crosses your mind is the same thing that is going to cross your mind when you consider what this crazy liberal man did after this particular incident. I'm talking about this guy. I call him the poster child for brainwashed leftism, the literal launch pad for the jihadist Muslim. This guy was literally advocating for jihadist criminals, saying that they are welcome in New York City when that bomb was launched over his head. Now, as a rational human being, you would think that this would be an eye-opener for this man, that this will be the moment he realizes that he is on the wrong side of things. But the juice he has been drinking has completely fried his brain to the point that he doubled down in his support for the bombers. This is what he wrote on his X account. I was in the middle of saying, as a born and raised New Yorker, we welcome everyone in this city, when he threw that over my head. Well, that is a very stupid and dangerous statement to make. I mean, how can you welcome everybody to your city, to New York City? Do you welcome criminals into New York City? Do you welcome bombers into New York City? Do you welcome degenerate individuals who will come into your city to destroy it and, render everywhere useless? Do you welcome them into New York City? Well, let us just give him the benefit of the doubt now that he has witnessed this terror attack by these Muslim bombers. What does he think now? Let us complete the tweet. And I still stand by it. As a born and raised in New Yorker, everyone is welcome. Everyone except Chief Jake Lang. Guys, at this point, somebody has to say it. Leftism needs to be criminalized. It needs to be. How can you allow leftism to fry your brain to the extent that you will still accuse others of Islamophobia while Muslims launch bombs literally over your head? Chickens for KFC, women for Sharia law, queers for Palestine, sheeps advocating for the freedom of wolves. Suicidal empathy at its finest. Literally and figuratively, the threat was over this guy's head. Okay? Yet, he had more scorn for the other guy than the person who launched. God. Now, this is the picture of his beloved, mostly peaceful bomber, flashing what people wrongly think is, the ISIS sign, which is nothing more than an Islamic sign, which is something we're going to talk about in depth in my next video. But guys, I need you to understand the depth of what I'm getting at here. This liberal moron literally almost got killed by somebody who believes that he should be killed since he is a kuffar. He's an infidel. And this is his response. He welcomes the bomber even after the bomber tried to take his life. But he doesn't welcome the other guy, Jake Lang, just because he orchestrated a protest. There is literally no hope for these liberals. Like, no hope whatsoever. They are too far gone. Now, this New York incident did not just expose how dangerous Islam is or what a bigoted individual Zohran Mamdani is, but it also exposed something deeper, which is how deep leftism have eroded and destroyed the brains and the minds of these liberals. Their brains are completely fried. It has been charred beyond repair. Leftism is way more dangerous than I imagined. So, dear reasonable, clear-eyed American citizens, those who still value facts, freedom, and self-preservation, please listen, okay? You need to exercise extreme caution right now. The radical left has gone so far off the deep end that reasoning with them is often a waste of breath. Their minds have been thoroughly scrambled by decades of ideological indoctrination, turning them into walking echo chambers that reject reality in favor of narrative. Leftism is not just a political view anymore. It is a mental affliction that fries critical thinking and replaces it with blind suicidal loyalty. These people are trapped in a self-reinforcing cycle, constantly bombarded by propaganda, virtue signaling, and fear of being labeled racist or Islamophobe. So they double down harder on, delusions like white supremacy is the real threat, even when radical Islamists are literally throwing bombs over their heads in broad daylight. Bringing them back to sanity would take a monumental effort, relentless exposure to the unfiltered truth, personal consequences that shatter their bubble, and perhaps divine intervention. So please do not waste your energy trying to debate them into enlightenment. They are not debating in good faith. They are defending their worldview at all costs. Please and please protect yourselves strategically. Speak truth boldly but selectively. Build strong communities of like-minded patriots. Secure families and neighborhoods, and focus on winning elections and cultural battles where real change happens. The left's suicidal empathy and moral inversion are not fixable overnight. They are symptoms of a deeper rot that could drag the whole country down if ignored. Please stay vigilant, stay sharp, and never ever apologize for choosing reality over ideology. As always, guys, these are my thoughts and my opinions. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to this channel. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or supporting the channel in any way that you can. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now,